Imagine the wuxia ideal of an arcane martial artist, fluidly striking with physical precision and weaving raw magical energy into the exact same combination. The 2026 Unearthed Arcana playtest aims to deliver on that exact fantasy with the warrior of the mystic arts monk. To evaluate this, we have to address the historic elephant in the room, the 2014 Way of the Four Elements subclass. That early build failed largely because of a shared resource pool. Casting a single spell instantly drained the exact key points you needed to dodge, disengage, or flurry for basic martial survival. An arcane monk can only succeed if its magical system operates independently from its core martial engine. The 2026 playtest mathematically addresses the hybrid class problem by strictly separating and then strategically combining its resource pools. It balances the classic dexterity and wisdom requirements while tapping directly into the sorcerer spell list. The result is a highly mobile combatant capable of maintaining aggressive magical output without ever running on empty. By treating magic and muscle as two sides of the same coin, this architecture creates a self-contained system where the player chooses which resource to prioritize at any given moment. Level 3 introduces the spell casting feature, which grants the monk dedicated spell slots. As you can see in this comparison, these level 1 and higher spell slots are tracked completely separate from your standard martial focus points. Using one does not deplete the other. At this level, the subclass also integrates 2 sorcerer cantrips into your base toolkit. The Unearthed Arcana text specifically recommends taking Blade Ward and Thunderclap. Isolating these resources at the early levels allows you to experiment with magic without sacrificing your basic ability to flurry of blows or take patient defense. Level 6 introduces Mystic Focus, the primary feature enabling resource flexibility within the subclass. It creates a fluid one-to-one conversion between your martial and arcane resources. First, you can burn a spell slot to instantly regain expended focus points equal to the slot's level. The critical tactical detail here is that this conversion requires absolutely no action to execute. You can also transform unexpended focus points back into spell slots. A level 1 slot costs 2 points, level 2 costs 3. Notice the scaling jump at monk level 13. Level 3 slots cost 5 points, and level 4 slots cost 6. This bidirectional engine allows for a flexible distribution of power, though the exchange rate for higher level slots means every recovered spell represents a significant sacrifice of martial focus. Level 6 also brings the companion feature, Mystic Fighting Style. Normally, the martial caster divide forces a strict choice. Casting any spell consumes your entire attack action. The new rule states that when you take the attack action, you can replace exactly one of those attacks with a sorcerer cantrip. Because you technically still took the attack action, you retain full access to your martial bonus actions. In practice, you can strike an enemy, replace your second attack with Thunderclap to damage a crowd, and follow up with an extra strike. This specifically protects the monk's bonus action, ensuring that using a cantrip doesn't lock the player out of signature features like Flurry of Blows or Patient Defense. Level 11 introduces Centered Focus, which answers the question of how to make frontline spellcasting viable. The mechanic dictates expending a focus point on Flurry of Blows, taking Patient Defense, or Step of the Wind automatically grants advantage on concentration saving throws. This buff lasts from spending the point until the start of your next turn. This safety net allows you to confidently hold massive area of effect spells or sustained buffs while taking hits directly in the center of melee combat. It rewards you for executing standard martial behaviors by using those exact mechanics to protect your arcane investments. Layering the 2024 core feats onto the Mystic Arts chassis yields some aggressive battlefield control options. Notice the synergy with forced movement feats, specifically Grappler and Tavern Brawler. These dragging mechanics perfectly set up devastating close-range area of effect cantrips, letting you reposition a target precisely where Thunderclap will hurt the most. This forces us to reevaluate the traditional Gish feat, Warcaster, and ask if it is actually necessary for this specific build. Warcaster's primary concentration buff might actually be overkill, since level 11's Centered Focus organically provides advantage anyway. However, Warcaster's secondary benefit allows you to use spells for opportunity attacks. Combined with high monk speed, you can completely lock down enemy movement trying to escape your range. The optimal Mystic Arts build leverages forced movement to herd enemies into inescapable arcane choke points. The Warrior of the Mystic Arts succeeds as a mechanical design because it respects the resource constraints of the class. It isolates your resource pools early at level 3, and then rewards fluid, deliberate exchange between them at level 6. If you want more deep dives into the 2026 Unearthed Arcana rules, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know, what Sorcerer cantrip are you weaving into your flurry of blows?